Haven't done it in a while, so I thought it was high time. We've been talking about the Disney Initiative and Everyday Hero a lot over the last couple years. Well, for the parade this year, what we're going to do is we've invited some Disney characters to come to the parade with us. We will have Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Donald in the parade with us at LaRiche Chevrolet Cadillac, right here, all the way through downtown Findlay. Now, if you've never been in the parade before, it's probably 10 people deep along the sidewalks, both sides of the street. And, just more people in downtown Findlay than you've ever seen. We're looking for a few more people to help pass out candy. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy, they will not be able to pass out the candy, but we're looking for people. So if you've got some kids that would like to participate in the parade, we've got a ton of candy that we're going to be handing out to people on both sides of the street as we go on down the road. So we need a couple extras. So if you would see Jody on that, that would be a big help to all of us. But I gave each person a flyer. Okay, if you could pull that flyer out and just take a look at what we're doing. We're talking about the Everyday Hero, Proud Every Day. And before we get started with that, I wanted to tell you that we did have a special guest come to the dealership today. And I'd like the special guest to come on out. Oh, not Jody. Goofy decided to come along today. So we've got Goofy here today, and we're going to have Minnie, Mickey, and we'll also have Donald. But I wanted him here because this is a big Disney initiative. And what they did is they sent me down to Disney to learn how they do things, all right? And so I'm going to go through this and highlight some of the big things that we're going to be talking about. Everyday Hero. Be proud every day. Look and act the best in a clean, inviting environment. When you've got your environment where you work, whether it be in the shop, whether it be the detail shop, anywhere in the dealership, a clean environment makes people feel safe. And when people feel safe, they spend money. And by the way, we are a for-profit enterprise, okay? We need people to come in so we can service their cars, we can take care of them in the body shop, we can detail their cars. So, a clean environment is very, very important. And prepare every day. And I don't care where you are in the dealership. Damon, you're somewhat of a newer salesperson. He prepares every day. He does some things to help sharpen his sales skills every single day. And I think we all need to do that, whether we're a technician, body man, detail shop, wherever it is. We need to definitely prepare every day. Know your stuff and be ready to serve. And when you think about that, that's what we do. Without our customers, our guests coming into the dealership, we've got nothing going on, okay? So our service is really the key to everything that happens at the dealership. So we need to definitely be ready to serve and care every single day. They talk about creating loyalty through memorable customer experience. Now, by that, think about what a memorable customer experience would be. How can you make a customer's experience, a guest coming into the LaRiche Chevrolet Cadillac, an experience better than they've ever had at a dealership before? Okay, I'll leave that up to you in your imagination to think about how you can do that. But we'll go on down this list, and I've got something to announce. Ensure that your environment is clean, comfortable, and inviting. Okay, we can all do that. If you're walking across the parking lot and you see some trash, bend down, pick it up. Clean, comfortable, inviting. Take pride in your appearance and your behavior as a recognizable LaRiche employee. Okay, and I see a lot of LaRiche on shirts and jackets, and you can definitely tell that you do work here, and it's exciting. Welcome customers as guests and treat them professionally. When you have somebody come into the dealership, treat them like they're coming into your home. All right? If you do that, you can't go wrong. Absolutely, you can't go wrong. So treat everyone as guests as they come in. And you'll notice that when we page, we say guest assistance, line 3. We're trying to get that thought process across that, hey, people that come in here, they're our guests. And, they didn't have to come here. There's a zillion other places that they could go, but they are definitely our guests, and it's very important to treat them as such. Be prompt, friendly, informative on the phone, online, and in person. Tim, every single day, is taking online requests. 24/7. He gets them at 3 in the morning and 7 in the morning. But we make sure that we respond quickly, respectfully with each guest that comes into our dealership. Same with everywhere throughout the dealership. I don't care where you are, if it's out on the lot, greeting a guest coming in to look at a vehicle, coming in to have a vehicle serviced, maybe they're going into the detail shop, but treating them promptly, courteously, hugely important. Listen carefully to the guest's needs and respect their time. Think about that. If you go into a Best Buy store and you're looking for some help, okay, were you able to get it and how do they treat you? That's how we want to be here at LaRiche. Skillfully demonstrate the value and advantages of our products and services, okay? If you're working on a car and you're doing an alignment, I don't know how you could do that except for do the job right the first time. But as an ASM, you can definitely tell them, thank them for being here. Be quick, efficient, and make sure they understand why, they should come here versus anywhere else. Take ownership of guest issues and resolve them quickly. This is probably the biggest one on this whole list that we've got. I will let anybody in this room take ownership of a guest issue. If you see a problem out there and you can fix that problem, maybe by getting them a free rental car, okay? Or maybe by just giving someone a ride home, or whatever it may be. If you can take care of that guest right now, okay, right on the front line, that's what we want to do. You're empowered to do that, you can do that, and by all means I want you to do that, okay? And if you go too far, we'll talk about it later, but no one gets in trouble for that. You're able to do whatever it takes to make the guest happy at our dealership. Keep guests informed and make their interaction simple and hassle-free. And I don't care where it is in the dealership. If someone has just bought a vehicle, you need to give them a realistic expectation on when they're actually going to be able to leave the dealership and be on their way with their new car. Doesn't matter if it's in service, in the body shop, wherever it is. Realistic expectations. People expect that. And if you don't do that, it does upset them. So that's huge. Exceed guest experiences through creative, memorable experiences. I'll talk about that in just a minute. And represent Chevrolet proudly within the dealership, within the community. And that's big, because we're out in the community all the time. Be proud of Chevrolet. Be proud of this dealership. I can't be any prouder than this group of people we've got in this room right now. And just be proud and let people know where you work and how proud you are of that. Because bottom line is, this is our careers, this is what we do. But I want to get back to exceed guest expectations through creative, memorable experiences. Okay? What I want to do is every single month, we would like to identify an everyday hero. And when we do identify that everyday hero, it's one person every month, and we'll all be looking, all the management team will be looking out for that. And anybody can identify one. Betsy, if you see something, or anybody, Brian, you see something happen, get with me, okay? But what we're looking for is somebody that's going to exceed a guest's expectation, okay? They're going to do something very memorable to bring that person back, so they'll remember. So many times in life, we go out to dinner, okay, and maybe the food was good, maybe it wasn't good. But what do we remember about that dinner? What we do remember is how maybe the server made us feel. Okay, you remember that. You remember that forever and ever and ever. How many times have you had someone say, I'll never go back to that dealership again, and it's because they bought a car there 30 years ago and they had a problem. Okay? People remember good things just as long as well. So we need to exceed their expectations, and we're going to be looking for that everyday hero. And when we do identify that person each month, you'll get a gift certificate to a restaurant that you love. Okay, I won't, I don't know where, like Betsy likes to eat different places than most people actually. But anyway, but we're going to be doing that. So let's pay attention to that. It's a great list. The everyday hero. We're going to be talking about it a lot. This is something that Chevrolet really is pushing. But let's remember, if you go to Disney and you're at Disney World, and who's ever been there, you spend a lot of money when you go to Disney. 75% of those people have been there before. It's their second, third, fourth, fifth time there. Think about that. That's repeat business, and that's what our business is all about. If people can come back to our dealership and do business with us, that'll make us a lot of money and happy. Okay, so just wanted to show that. I've got some other things besides Everyday Hero, but I wanted to announce the Everyday Hero. So you can go ahead and turn that off if you want. Goofy, good to see you.